Hey guys, welcome to the Week 13 recap and season recap. For some of us, such as myself, it was a lucky end to a horrible season. For others, such as Juice, a very, very unlucky finish to the season. It was a crazy Week 13. We saw a lot of players score a bunch of points. Alshon Jeffries ended up with 46.9 points, Josh Gordon 47.1, and Eric Decker 47.4. Those three wide receivers went off. For Steinbach, it was the player that basically got him a first round bye. Without Alshon Jeffries, I might have had a chance, but Alshon Jeffries just blew my team out of the water. I didn't really stand a chance at that point. For Josh Gordon, he's the one player that actually kept Flynn alive with a hope of potentially not coming in last and winning, which looked pretty good until Monday morning or Monday night when Darren Sproles did just enough to be able to put Flynn in last place, I believe, once again. And so therefore Flynn, you've got a bottle of booze owed to Jimmy. Jimmy, enjoy it. Let him know what you'd like him to buy. JMO, Trent Richardson has absolutely killed you all year. You should bury that bum. Probably shouldn't play him in the consolation bracket at all. Unless you're trying to pull a Juice and you'd like to tank the entire end of the season, that would be a way to go. Start all your Trent Richardsons. Juice, that was a tough pill to swallow on your end. It looked like you were completely out of it. I believe at one point you were down by something like 40 points or 50 points. But you came within 7 yards of actually making the playoffs. Main thing is, if you would have only played Bilal Powell or Julian Edelman instead of Chris Ogba not going to be in the league anymore, you would be in the playoffs. But unfortunately, Russell Wilson and couldn't quite save you, even though he did an amazing job of keeping everything and keeping your hopes alive at the very, very end. The fourth quarter, neither him or I believe you had the kicker did anything for you to save your season. So you're with us in the bottom half and playing for a potential first overall pick, or not playing. T-Bess, you pretty much had a pretty solid showing by all your players. This is the second week in a row that we've seen Maurice Jones-Drew actually put up some points. If only he would have done that for you a little bit earlier this season, things might have been a little different, but unfortunately they're not. Let's see here. Who else do we have? We have Jimmy with another win. Didn't really need it, and luckily for Matter, it didn't matter to him either, because even though he took a tough loss with his game, just a little 4-point loss over here due to Manning's 41 points and 4 touchdowns or 5 touchdowns, he still sneaked into the playoffs as the number 6 seed. I'm picking Matter for a first-round upset, so I'm thinking that Matter will take care of TP in the first round. TP, you keep winning. You keep going with guys that I wouldn't think, and Alex Smith has just kept the ball rolling for you. He has been your savior, and for Bogus, he's kind of limping into the playoffs here. He's a 2-time champ, but can he make it 3? I don't know. I don't know if he's got enough firepower. Danny Amendola not carrying his torch. Wes Welker hasn't really done much for a couple weeks, and a very disappointing game by Drew Brees pretty much hurt his chances of a first-round bye. What else do we have here? Oh, we've got one more intriguing matchup, which actually Jay Den got his heart broken taking a tough loss, which he should have been in the playoffs, but unfortunately, it was all about Eric Decker and Drew Tay making his first appearance in the playoffs, looking strong. DeMarco Murray's 3 touchdowns with barely any yards also helped. Adrian Peterson continues to play and spitting up good solid points. I'm seeing Drew as a very dangerous play here in the playoffs. Jay Den, tough loss. Nate Burleson getting you 0 points didn't help your cause. Eddie Lacy not doing anything in the Thanksgiving game didn't help either. You're with us in the losers bracket. I know you'll play hard. You'll actually try to get the number 1 seed so that you can shock us all and maybe make a trade for that overall pick and give up 2 or 3 of your picks to move into the second slot. Anyways, I thought a few things were intriguing. If we would have played a balanced schedule, the top 4 seeds would have remained the same, as you can see from my little graph that I put together. But the last 2 seed would have changed. The people in the losers bracket, things would have moved around. Flynn would have still come in last. Jimmy would have still come in first. I believe that was Jimmy coming in first. Actually, it might have been Steinbach. I actually don't have that sheet in front of me, but it's kind of interesting. Just the thought to throw out there, if we're going to make some changes, if we wanted to have a balanced schedule, things would be a little bit different. Anyways, good luck to the guys in the playoffs. Good job, Jimmy and Steinballers, with your first round bye. You guys will be looking at the winners here between TP and Matter. I'm picking Matter to win this matchup, and Drew against Bogus. You can never rule out Bogus. He somehow keeps winning, but I'm thinking Drew could potentially win this. He is the higher seed, but I would still call this an upset if he did win this matchup. Want to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. We'll be chatting here soon. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a weekly wrap-up of the playoffs, but we'll see. It depends on how I feel and how well my team does. In it to win it. Guys, it's been great. It's been a great season. We've had a few controversies, a few things that some people didn't like. Some people didn't like the rules that I went with. I wanted to stay true throughout the entire season that we started with a rule and we ended it all the way through. Next year, I think there's a lot of good suggestions. We can make the league even better. Juice, I do like the idea moving forward that the bottom 6 teams could potentially play to rule out what draft order they would like. Another thing that we could also throw in there is if you're the winner of the losers bracket, you get a little bit of your ante back, maybe half of it, like $75. That could be interesting. Balanced schedule if we're interested in doing that. Potentially changing the flex to also include tight ends, as there are quite a few good tight ends available in the league now. So we can look at that. I'm sure there'll be other great ideas that can be thrown out there. It's been great, guys. Thanks for sticking this year through with me. Haven't been the greatest of commissioners. Hoping that these last few weeks have been able to make things a little bit better for you guys and brought up a few interesting facts and stats. I'm going to continue to keep the updated stats year by year, just continuing to see who's doing well and who's not. The balance schedule, I don't know if you guys will like that idea or not. I just figured it was interesting to see. On that note, guys, it's been great. Enjoy the playoffs and the consolation bracket. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.